This profile is all about Ron's 1956 Thunderbird, a car you've often seen at our car shows and cruise nights. But first, a little background on the T-Bird. Until 1953, there were no mass-produced two-seater sports cars made in the U.S. The sports car market was owned by the Europeans. And then in 1952, Ford chief designer Franklin Hershey saw an under-the-table film about a prototype Chevrolet Corvette. Not wanting Ford to be left behind in this field, he had a clay model made, which Top Brass quickly rejected as a waste of resources. However, at the Paris Auto Show, seeing the sports car competition, Henry Ford II gave the project his full support. Hershey used the Jaguar XK120 as his template, but added plenty of options to give the car an American feel. The idea was to create something simple but elegant. The name Thunderbird came from a competition among designers with Ford. The winner drew his name inspiration from a design on a coffee mug. The Ford Thunderbird made its official debut in 1955. Ron was looking for a vintage T-Bird back in 1989 and asked a friend to keep an eye out for one. A few weeks went by, and then one day he received a call. A call saying a 56 T-Bird was being offered for sale in Kitchener. Ron went to see it. He liked what he saw and brought it home.
The car, it's an unusual color, no doubt about it. There's only 15,000 Thunderbirds built in 1956, and about 3% of them were painted Fiesta Red. Has a 312 engine and a 3-speed transmission in it. That's counting reverse.
The T-Bird was in pretty good shape, but needed a few upgrades, and Ron wasted no time in getting to work on it.
I pulled the engine and redid the engine bay, and at the same time we rebuilt the transmission and the torque converter, and since then it's just been every year I do a little bit. I put stainless exhaust on it, and I did put new interior in it.
Ron says over the years this car has brought nothing but pleasure to own and to drive.
My wife Connie and I, we've had many years of enjoyment. We belong to the American Roads Thunderbird Club in Detroit, and we go to the international conventions, which are all over the U.S. I'm a judge for the Thunderbirds. I'm a senior judge. I've judged in about 8 conventions now.
Ron's not afraid to drive this T-Bird anywhere. He and wife Connie hop in the car and go, and that's what owning a classic car is all about. Ron's 1956 T-Bird. The more you know about our local cars and their owners, the tighter knit our classic car and hot rod community becomes. Thanks for viewing. Have a safe winter, and come spring, we'll see you at the car shows and cruise nights.